Welcome back to a quick tour of the 2025 Mercedes-AMG GLE 63S 4MATIC Plus SUV. This is the most powerful Mercedes-Benz SUV. We're going for a test drive, show you guys all the exterior features, the interior, and sign off with the drive. As you can see, this is finished in the white on the exterior. Let's see what's powering this GLE 63S. Under the hood, it's a 4-liter V8 biturbo engine producing a staggering 603 horsepower and 627 pound-feet of torque. This car launches from 0 to 60 in about 3.5 seconds, and all the power goes through the 9-speed automatic transmission, and also has 4MATIC Plus all-wheel drive system and AMG active suspension, which means it sort of leans into the corners. Suspension and grip is just perfect in this car, and that's courtesy of this powertrain and the V8 beast. Quick exterior walk around. We have new multi-beam LED lights for 2025. These ones came out in 2024 actually. The redesign of the GLE 63S with the single eyebrow and the 4 dots, reminiscent of the GLE class. Also has the multi-beam lights. These are very excellent intelligent light system. They do have some cornering abilities. If you turn around the corners, they can illuminate based on the steering wheel position and how you steer the car. Lower section, very aggressive air intakes. This car also has the AMG night package, which is why you have all these high gloss black elements and the horizontal fins. You can actually see the intercoolers allows the cooling of the engine as well. The panoramic grille, AMG badging, vertical slats, and the front-facing camera is down here, as well as the active distance destroying systems, which means this car has the radar systems, which is why you have this. There's a front-facing camera on the windshield up here and the radar systems, which provide for the active assist or the active braking and lane change assist systems on this GLE 63. We also have power domes in the hood. The asphalt back sits flush on it as well, right here. Very good looking, aggressive stance, very wide as well. Wheel arches finish in the same color as the car. And let's check out the size of the front tires. 275/45 R21. These are 21-inch rims, massive 6-piston brake calipers with the good looking AMG forged rims. The front discs are perforated as well as slotted, because this car is just brutal in terms of how it performs, how it takes off. So you need excellent brakes. Notice the high gloss black element right here around the wheelbase. And stepping to the side, you have the V8 biturbo insignia. Whenever you see the 4MATIC Plus, lets you know this car has the race mode, which means if you put it in the race mode, you can send all the power to the rear wheels to make this a fully rear-wheel drive car. Excellent car. We have chrome door handles as well, black accents around the windows. The rear windows are tinted. The black accents is courtesy of the AMG night package. The windows are also tinted back here as well. The roof rails finish in black. The size of the rear tires, also super wide tires, 315/40 R21. These are also 21-inch. The rear discs slotted as well as perforated with the red brake calipers with the AMG branding. Rear design, very iconic GLE 63 look, which has the GLE 63S badging right here and AMG on the left hand side. Good looking LED tail lights. These are new for 2024 as well as 2025. And down here we have the quad exhaust system. This is the AMG Performance exhaust, which you can see right here. There's AMG lettering. Hopefully that's coming across the camera. Very aggressive rear diffuser with the high gloss black elements all throughout. Lets you know this is a V8. There are some sensors down here as well, and storage is a modest about 17 cubic feet. There is a cargo cover right here to protect your luggage from the hot sun, like today. There are some AMG floor mats, which come standard with your GLE 63 or any AMG. And then inside here, there is a spare wheel case you get a flat tire, and the jack is all inside here as well. Side netting for storage. Those are just electrical components inside here. And this button actually lowers the car's suspension. You can see right now it's lowering the suspension. You can see how that is compressing and getting lower and lower. If you have luggage to put into your car, you want to make sure the suspension is lowered. So that's why you have that button, which is right here. Electronic tailgate on your GLE 63. Now, by the way, the GLE 63 has a SUV variant as well as a coupe variant. So let me know in the comment section which one you prefer. Both these cars have different audiences. If you have a family, if you travel a lot, you might need space in the back. If you have kids, tons of storage in the back as well. If you do lower the seats, second row seats here, you can get more storage. Okay, red exclusive Napa leather with the red contrast stitching is standard on this GLE 63. Aluminum pieces right here. Burmester hand speaker system, AMG illuminated door sills, and these are very nice seats. Wow, I love that they have the Alcantara mix and the red contrast, so I do love that gradient. Let's sit inside. So this is a view from the back facing forward. This car has two sun visors, finished in Alcantara, one for you and one for the haters. Same on the passenger side. And reading lights and accessories up top, SOS, Mercedes Me, and sunroof opener. And that's the look inside the cabin of this GLE 63S. Very good looking cabin, high premium quality materials. It doesn't have the dual climate control system, but the air vents right here, two USB-C ports, some storage. There's a panorama roof at the top. We have space for two cup holders, and that's really the back seating. You can have 3 adults in the back, sit very comfortably. You can see how much space I have. I mean, almost, I don't know, 6 inches of leg room, and I was sitting in the front, so you can imagine this is a ton of space in the back. It's not very tight. Reading lights up here, and coat hanger, grab handlebar, and this is all premium Alcantara on the roof everywhere, even on the center divider here. And that's really the look here. Privacy shades. So on a hot day like today, it's probably 90 degrees right now, so you do need some privacy, and reduces the heat and the glare from outside. So let's jump into the front. We haven't spoken about the fuel economy. It is a combined modest 16 mpg. So we have 14 in the city, about 20 on the highway. I'm gonna set it to the Sport Plus mode and even the race mode. Sounds incredible. Listen to the exhaust sound, by the way. Sounds amazing. And MBUX 3rd generation infotainment system. This is all fully touch screen, very vibrant displays for the driver as well as the passenger. Over 12 inches of premium displays. One thing we'll do here, go ahead and set the head-up display system right here. So this is a Pinnacle trim GLE, that's why you have this head-up display system. Set it to the race, and you can actually see it on the windshield. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but hopefully you can. And center console, black piano liquid trim, all the ride bells and whistles, dynamic options are here. Gonna adjust it from the slippery mode, individual mode, comfort, which adjusts different engine characteristics as well as the suspension. and the Sport Plus mode, more aggressive driving experience. Suspension is in the Sport Plus mode. We go back here. Engine is dynamic, and then the AMG Dynamics. So this car also has the AMG Ride Control suspension, which sort of is very excellent for driving and leaning around the corners. Dynamic engine mounts and all that. Listen to the V8. This is one of the best engines, hands down. Same engine was actually in the previous generation C63S before they came with the 2-liter inline-4 mild hybrid. But this is what people love. This is what everyone who is a Mercedes or an AMG enthusiast loves, these cars for the engine, right? It's a very dynamic, characteristic sound of the V8. You can tell this car from anywhere just because the notes on the exhaust are just pure magic. Sounds absolutely phenomenal. It's one of the best sounding sounds right from the factory. You don't even need to do any engine mods. The car is built just in a fantastic way. And also gonna change to the engine menu. Suspension is excellent, even in the Sport Plus mode. The cornering is superb in this car. I mean, zero understeer. I mean, it's just fantastic driving experience. There is good feedback from the steering wheel, which has the flat bottom design. Love the grip on it, the golf ball design around with the perforations on the leather allows the leather to breathe. Very good premium. We have drive units down here as well, which, as you saw, you can adjust the dynamic drive modes. It's a fantastic car. So for everyday driving, I typically just, switch to the comfort mode, and it just kills the exhaust notes by over 50%. You can barely tell the car is moving. But once you turn the valves on, go to the sport or even the race mode, you can hear the exhaust. Naturally, this car has paddle shifters behind the steering wheel, which let's go ahead and switch to that. And as you drive, you do receive instructions from the driver display. It lets you know when you need to upshift. There is a green arrow shows up right there. You can upshift once more, and we're in the 6th gear. So it's actually beautiful driving this car in the manual mode. And once you come to a complete stop, it switches to the dynamic option. And then let's check the back here. One other thing I'm going to do is switch to the off-road menu, and changes your car to a completely off-road beast. You can see the steering angle right here, and also the inclination to the road terrain. You have a compass, direction, altitude and longitude. You can actually just tell where you are. You can see the car, how it's tilted 1 degree because the road is sort of uneven, and then it sort of adjusts in and out. I'm gonna switch We also have the service menu, lets you know when you're due for service. Next service is due in 365 days. I don't know if you saw that. Service in 365 days. And vehicle assistance. So I'm gonna set it to the autonomous driving. I'm gonna press the on, press on the set plus, and the car maintains the lane courtesy of the autonomous driving. And that is pretty much the GLE 63S. Beautiful car. I'm gonna switch it to leave it on the Sport Plus, and let's go ahead and test the parking systems. But it would be nice to do that, but someone is actually just, I'm gonna go the other way. There's a car in front of us. Let's test out the parking system. Let's see if we can find parking. So it's searching for parking. It's a ton of parking spots. So I'm not sure if it's because it doesn't see the lane markings or what, but there is more than enough parking. Let's go around. Hopefully it's gonna park over there, but if it doesn't park, I'm just gonna park it manually. Hopefully I'm gonna find this spot. Come on, what's going on? Okay, there we go. He found it. So I was wondering when he was gonna pick up the spot on my right. And it's always gonna park forward. I wish it would park in the other reverse. I'm just gonna have to move it again. But yes, this car has active parking assist, which is currently in operation, and it tells you to be ready to brake, and you can see how it's adjusting. There we go. Active parking assist finished. I'm gonna go and park back there. I don't want to park here. And we have 360 degrees cameras. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna park. Go ahead and park next to the GLEs. I'm gonna park right here. And pretty good camera systems. Yeah, it's good parking. No, you're fine. It's actually more than enough space, but it's pretty sensitive when you're parking. Okay, I think we are good. There we go. There we go. Quick look at the GLE 63. I'm always excited to drive this car, and it's probably one of the most sought after or most asked car to look at. Every single time we get different specs, and it's usually have different builds, and some of them have carbon fiber throughout, and some is like this aluminum over here. So a different look, you know. 2 cup holders, NFC wireless charging, and 2 USB-C ports. Dynamic options, cameras, and favorites or short functions, the shortcut, media options, nav systems. Pretty intuitive, very responsive. You can drive to location and see all the mapping systems and all the right bells and whistles you'd expect. This car also has massage features. You can set those when you go on a road trip. Nav system, phone, and all the other ride options. We've looked at the off-road menu and truck pace, and pretty much it. GLE 63S for 2025. Till next time, guys, stay positive. Peace.